nicest thing about Elwyn
Yeah.
is that every house is it's just so nice to look at. If you know how the saying is, buy the worst house in the best street.
Yeah.
Well, you can't buy the worst house
In Elwyn Street, yeah.
because all
They're
the
all
houses are the best. They're all so nice.
So we had just planned this entire episode to be, I suppose, a continuation of a vlog that we'd already started filming, but this is just going to have to be a whole episode for you guys. We're going to check out one of the a new development project that we're going to be following the garden progress with, to see basically one of the best developers in the area, who a lot of people have commented on the garden in particular on his development projects and how good it looks, how it is, I suppose, makes it stand out from other properties. So we're going to go along and check out his latest project, and let's jump right there. That is a serious door. Hey Nick,
Howdy.
how are you?
Good.
Do you want shoes off?
No, it's right.
All good. So where do you want to start? Back, front?
We can start at the front if you like.
Cool.
Whilst we're
Let's go
here.
back out while we were. You know, so you built the house, right?
Yep.
And then you go from that stage, do you plan the garden before the house is complete, or do you have
Yep.
a finished product and then go, what do I do from here?
Yep. I normally plan the landscaping at the same time as the house, so I already had a pretty rough landscape plan before I actually.
Did the house?
Yeah, because you've got to work out where the house is going to sit on the block.
Yep.
In this case, with the pool, where the pool's going to sit, how the landscaping is going to interact with the pool. You've got to also take into consideration the fall of the land, and here it's not too bad. There is a bit of fall from that side down to the front.
Yep.
So I'll be doing some sort of raised garden beds in this section here to sort of level off this.
Sure. Similar to what you did at 65.
Similar, yeah, similar,
Yep.
but it'll be a lot higher. It'll probably be almost just less than a metre.
Okay.
I think about 900 down in that corner,
Okay.
and it'll probably only come down to about probably this sort of height up here.
Cool. All right. No worries. Well, maybe we'll take a look at a bit of the house. And then-
sure.
We haven't mentioned either that Nick's a real estate agent himself, works in Glen Waverley.
Yep.
Is that where you got the understanding of all the plants and?
Not really. I've built and renovated quite a few homes in the last 20 something years. So
Yep.
my mum's a bit of a green thumb too, so
Okay.
she's always sort of put her 2 bob worth in.
So was it her that planned Ross Trevor?
It was a collaboration.
Yeah.
We both worked out what she wanted there based on what she had at the previous house that she built in Glen Waverley.
Yeah.
And I guess for Mum, each project that she's doing, she needs to make sure it's lower maintenance as she's getting
Sure.
older. So, well, the house has just been finished about 4 weeks ago.
Yep.
And I've had to have a lot of things done after handover.
Mhm.
So I had my own timber floors put in, and in order to have all the skirting boards on top of the boards,
Yeah.
I have to get them put in after handover. So,
Right.
so floorboards, carpets, they were all done after handover. I had a lot of painting done because I prefer a darker palette
Yep.
in certain rooms.
Sure. So you did all of the painting after?
Yeah.
Or some of the painting?
All
afterwards?
the white of the house was done by the builder.
Yep.
And I've had my own painter come in and my cabinet maker.
Yeah.
He's done a lot of built-in stuff, which has just been finished, and curtains have just all gone in.
Yep. And the other thing that I'm sure a lot of people will be aware that have seen your other house at 65
Yep.
Elwyn that you just sold is it's a different style to this one.
Yeah, this is probably a little bit more contemporary than number 65, which was more of a Georgian style. So that had a very formal sort of look about it,
Yeah.
even the way the garden was structured. This I've probably got an opportunity to do something a little bit more contemporary, I guess.
I mean, the other thing as well, Nick, you would have seen selling these, especially in Glen Waverley, how many houses this size would have been built in your area. It's hard to
Yeah.
be a bit unique, isn't it?
Yeah, most of the ones in Glen Waverley are very over the top.
Yep.
They're very French provincial and very ornate. This is a lot more sort of subtle, I think. So in here I've had all this built-in cabinetry done as well. Yeah.
So stone here as well.
Yep, stone's going on
Nice.
there in about a week.
Okay. I got excited when I walked up the stairs and noticed that there was no door all along this wall because
Yeah.
I know you do massive walk-in robes and oversight.
Yeah.
It's just something you don't see in Mitcham. So I saw no door and I was like, yes.
This
please.
is absolutely crazy. I'm in the walk-in robe right now. It's like a hallway in a hotel.
That's what I actually like to try and achieve, like a hotel feel.
Yep.
Yeah.
And,
Escape.
yeah. And I don't like seeing all the clothes and stuff. The basic plan of this house, you can actually buy like fitted open roads.
Yep.
So they would have had a door here, which closed it off as a separate room, and you would have walked into it and you would have seen everything, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas I prefer to have it more as an integrated room
Yeah.
that flows all the way through.
Flows really well.
And then have everything in cupboards.
I like the way you've used the space with going behind the bathroom too. Like you've used the hallway, but then it's gone all the way around behind the bathroom and used that extra space.
And they didn't have a window in that wardrobe either.
In the original design.
So that
Yep.
would make
It's
it
just
closed
a
off
real
at dark.
dark.
Yeah.
It's just a dark room, and because I've got a fairly dark palette, I needed to have a window put in.
Yeah.
So I kind of like to always visualize how am I going to function in that room.
Yeah.
And so even in this room, I wasn't sure if I was going to do built-in cabinets, but I just don't like walking into a room and seeing the side of a television. So
Yeah.
it just, I thought, well, I'll put in full-length cupboards there.
Yep.
I like to finish off a house so that when someone buys it, it's complete. It's
Yeah.
like a complete package. They don't have to do a thing. They just move straight in. But it comes at expense.
Yep.
You know, all the after handover cabinetry was over 40 grand. So
Yeah.
This is unique too, having the glass.
Yeah.
Opens the whole space up a little bit, doesn't it? Most people would close that wall in, which then just blocks light coming in again.
That's fair enough.
Where do you buy your artwork from? Is it different places? Or?
Yeah, I've just collected stuff over the years from different galleries that I've been to and art shows. Some of the Aboriginal art I've bought at auctions that they have every few months.
Yep.
But I've run out of walls.
Which is a problem when you've got a house this big.
It's a good problem.
I often get the emails about these art auctions, and I think, oh yeah, I'm going to go to that. And then it's like, Nick, you can't. You've got no more walls.
Because if you go, you know you'll buy something.
Yeah, I might. I mean, there's been a few that I've had my eye on at a few recent auctions, and then it's just like, no, just don't. You don't need it.
Yeah.
4 en suites, 5 bathrooms, because the downstairs bathroom's a full bathroom with a shower.
Yeah.
And then there's another powder room. So 6 toilets. You have to buy a lot of toilet paper when you move into this house.
So this is some Indigenous art, I'm assuming, as well. Then.
Yeah.
And that as well?
That one's by an Australian artist called Terence John Hadler. And I've had that one for about 10 years or so.
Yeah. Nice. Art.
Yeah, I think ever since I was like, a younger, not a teenager, but in my early 20s, I've always liked the idea of like a gallery type of entrance.
I think that's something that makes it unique and stands out from the other houses too, is the artwork on the wall.
Yeah, I mean, I know that when I saw the house down the road, a lot of people were interested in some of the artwork, but it's not for sale.
Is there a particular reason why you wanted to change the style, or is it just purely creative aspect? And
I think when I built the other house, I didn't even plan to put in a pool,
Okay.
and I've always had a pool. So in this house, I've put the pool in.
Yeah.
And, I also like the whole process of the project, even though it's quite challenging, yeah. Frustrating, but I like sort of putting the project together, and I kind of get bored once I'm finished, and you never know, I might be on the move again. Yep, in a couple of years. So good. I'm still waiting for the stone, which will all be going in a couple of weeks.
Right. So all the furniture's mixed furniture as well. I know that's rented or staged, so you've got obviously a bit of a knack for that too.
I've just with different houses, I've just collected furniture, and the bigger the house, I've had to buy more stuff. So fortunately, the house down the road is pretty similar in terms of the rooms. So everything kind of just went into, some of it went into different rooms that it was in down the road.
Yep.
So like that was in the back room.
Yep.
And the one that I've got in the back room now was in the upstairs leisure room. So everything's kind of, and that's based on the dimensions of the room and a few other aspects, depending on how the rooms are orientated.
Yep. So this is obviously the tricky part.
Yep. This they've just started doing all the plumbing works for the pool.
Yep.
So I think they should be finished tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And then the tilers come in and start, doing all the tiling for the pool.
Yep.
And then probably in about 2 weeks, the landscapers will start coming in to start pouring concrete and forming up, all the landscaping around the pool.
One of the things that I've seen at the last 2 houses that we sold for you, Ross Trevor and Alwyn, is that you screen out the neighbours really well with your landscaping, and that's probably a big thing that you see for a lot of neighbours. You can only go so high with the fences, and as you can see, Dion, you can see some of the houses. So what is your approach to screening?
It depends on how much room you've got around the perimeter.
Yep.
With number 65, I had, with not having the pool, I actually had quite a bit of room between the fence and the house, and to enable pathways. So I actually put in the Waterhousia floribunda, which is commonly known as lily pilly, and they've probably grown to about over 4 metres.
Yep.
Some of them are up to about 5 down at number 65. But they also grow quite wide.
Okay.
And so it's fine for down there.
Yeah.
But here I've got a much more limited sort of area
Around the sides.
Yeah. And so I'm actually going for a different variety of lily pilly, which actually doesn't grow quite as tall, but it will still give you at least a 4 metre screen around the whole perimeter.
Yep.
And it probably only grows out to maybe about a metre maximum, really. And you can kind of hedge it pretty easily.
Yep. And then is that where you would start if you were starting from scratch like this? Do you plan with the bigger plants first and then fill in the smaller plants?
Yep. Yep. All the big ones I'll be going out to the tree farm that I buy all my stuff from, which is down on the peninsula.
Yep.
And they'll just deliver the whole truckload, or however many truckloads it might end up being, probably in about maybe 4 weeks.
Yep.
And hopefully all the hard landscaping will be nearing completion, and then I can just start to get all that planted. First I've got to paint the fences. So fences get painted first, the trees in second, and then all the smaller landscaping that will be, the smaller stuff around the perimeter will go in last.
Yep. And the other thing I've noticed is you tend to go for more established plants rather than starting from scratch. Is there a particular reason? Is it because of timeframes of turning around a house for selling, or is it?
Yeah, partly. I mean, I like to have it. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, so I want to
get it going.
Get it going, and look, you do pay a little bit more to buy the established trees, but you almost get an instant effect.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to have to look at fences for 2 or 3 years. So the established trees that I'm going to put in will probably be about, I don't know, almost 2 metres tall already. So you're already pretty much covering the fence line straight away, and then you just got to allow them just to thicken up, and hopefully they'll actually at the back I won't have an eye line to the roof of the house at the back at all.
Okay, so you won't see the roof line at all?
No.
Okay, that'll be completely.
I mean, it's nice to just have your own private sanctuary and to just look out to greenery rather than looking out to someone else's fence.
Yeah, and you don't find that you have any issues with neighbours or that sort of stuff when you're going up higher with plants versus...
Not really, because the trees are actually also providing some privacy for them, because the problem is when you do a knockdown rebuild, you kind of strip the block back to nothing.
Yeah.
And in this case, I've got a blank canvas to work with, and I'm sure the neighbours around Nick and Lara next door, who have also done a similar project. No one really wants to be staring into someone else's backyard. So,
and I think buyers feel that too. They feel how private the house is when they come through a lot of the time. So. Yeah,
and even with number 65, that landscaping, within 12 months it was pretty established.
Yeah.
And that'll only continue to grow, and I've mentioned to the new owners that probably I would keep them locked at about 5 metres, because that's all you really need.
Yeah.
If you don't actually lock them, they can grow to 8, 10 metres, and
just
too hard to maintain.
Yeah.
They're really there as a screening plant. Really, they're not actually like a feature tree.
Yep.
Which I generally do out the front, and I'm still trying to work out if I'm going to do one at the back.
Okay.
In fact, I'm going to be putting in 8 moss white silver birch trees along the back,
Yep.
but in front of the screening trees.
Yep.
Yeah, because the moss white silver birch will lose all its leaves in the winter.
Yep.
And but in the summer it'll just create a nice screen, and I'll have garden lighting, all up into the canopy.
Awesome. Okay, and well, I suppose that's a good segue. Planning your lighting garden.
Yep.
So do you build the garden completely and then bring the lighting guys in,
Yep.
or that's the approach you go?
Yep. But you've got to plan everything before. So it all starts with a plan, and you've got to work out where the house is going, where your landscaping is going to go, and where your lighting is going to go. So I've had to put in junction boxes in the electrical plan, so everything's already ready for me just to hook into the power.
Get the lighting guys out.
If you don't actually do all that, then you've got to get electricians to come and try and rough in power, and you don't want to have to be doing that. I'd say in about a month things will be starting to hopefully take shape.
Yep, and we'll pop back out once Nick's got some plants and we can see a little bit more.
Yeah, and hopefully the plan will all start to...
So my arms are killing me. This is heavy. It's like a weight session.
Very good. Thanks for showing us through, Nick.
No worries, pleasure.
I've tried to make 4 times we get distracted. So we'll leave this time, we promise.
So I can pick up my dogs now.
That's it, they want to come home, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were off getting a haircut today.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, thanks, mate.
All right, no worries.
We'll see you shortly. Well, there's his last project that we sold just earlier in the year. That is it for this episode, guys. Check back in about a month and we'll have a little bit more progress for you. We're going to pop back when he's basically started to get the foundations in before the plants actually go in, but there's a bit of structure, all the garden beds are set up. We'll pop back then, but make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. What should they do, Dion?
Go subscribe because it makes Andrew's day.
See? Everyone's getting
That
it
wasn't
now.
even planned.
Everyone's getting it now. That was exactly what I wanted him to say. And yeah, we'll see you on the next video.
Everyone like, subscribe, it really makes my day. It makes my day.
It does.
And then
It does make my day.
101 also how to be Andrew is, alright, see you guys. Smack the camera.
You want to do it for the outro?